more money each month to pay for, his activities and food and clothing, his expenses as he's getting older.
Whose activities?
Kevin's, our son.
Kevin? Okay, how old is Kevin?
He's 14.
14, okay. And you need more money? He's not giving you enough money?
No, he pays for tuition and health care, but,
Wait a minute. He pays for tuition? If I remember correctly about tuition, it's kind of expensive. It's not anything that's cheap. So how much is he paying in tuition?
$395 a month.
$395 a month. And you say he pays what else?
For health care.
Health care? How much is health care?
It's $185 a month.
What type of activities?
Well, he's joined the football team.
Football.
And then he plays guitar.
Guitar. Okay. And has he enrolled in those activities yet, or?
Yes.
Okay. And you're paying for those?
Yes.
And you want him to pay for them?
At least help, yes.
Okay. So there isn't anything else you want to tell me before I move to him?
No.
All right. Sir?
Yes.
You pay $395 in tuition.
That's correct.
And is it $185 in health insurance? Because what I see $85 in health insurance.
It's $185.
It's $185, okay. And then what else?
There's guitar lessons, clothes. Whenever he stays with me, I pay for, all his activities.
In family court, allegations can have unexpected outcomes, particularly when children are involved. Studies indicate that children who find themselves caught between accusing parents are 3 times more likely to engage in disruptive behavior. This is precisely what's happening with their son, whose recent struggles with school fights and declining grades reflect the impact of the ongoing tension.
And this, ma'am, the way that child support works is supposed to pay a certain percentage for the child, not for you to just get off scot-free and have him paying for everything. That's not how this works.
I understand, but as he's getting older, his expenses are getting more.
And I understand that. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an administrative assistant.
So you make money too, right?
Yes.
So it naturally follows that you should be covering some of these expenses as well, correct?
Yes.
All right, so I'm not going to have him be responsible for each one of those things individually because he's doing a lot already. And sir, where do you work?
I'm a pool cleaner.
Pool clean. How much do you make a year doing that?
About $45,000.
All right, yeah, that's not how this works. I mean, did a friend of yours tell you that you can come in here and get him to, run him through the slammer and have...
Mom stands before Judge Vonda, raising serious concerns. When parents weaponize grades during the custody dispute, it often backfires. Dad responds by highlighting his trucker schedule, 1 week on, 1 week off. However, both parents continue to accuse each other over their personal relationships, further destabilizing their child's sense of security.
It's on your own because I'm not going to make him responsible for everything. What I have here, sir, I'm not sure if your employer made a mistake on your documentation, but what you provided to the court for medical insurance, I have $85, not $185. So I only can give you credit for what's in front of me. If that's an error, you can come back at any time and get that fixed, but I have to go with what's in front of me. So based on $45,000 a year, I have your gross at $3,600. I have your net at $2,948.13, which would bring your child support amount to $589.63. Considering that you do pay a lot for this child already, the Texas Family Code allows me to consider factors to deviate from what your child support amount should be. One of those factors being child care expenses. So what I'm going to do, instead of making you pay that $589.63, I'm going to make your child support $395 just to ensure that the child's tuition is covered every month. So that's your education. Your child's education is very important. So your child support is going to be based on that. So $395 a month.
So you're raising my child support?
No, your child support is going down. So
Oh, okay. I'm not good at math.
Yeah, no problem.
I was told there would be no math during this session. So.
And that's one, I thought that it would be the same thing when I went to law school. Somebody lied to me. I still have to do math. So instead of $589.63, your child support.
Mom's story begins to fall apart as she goes from a chemical engineering background to claiming no jobs align with her skills. The familiar pandemic ruined my career excuse loses credibility after Dad's friends reveal some surprising details. What were thought to be job interviews now appear more like fabrications. Her claims of unemployment are raising more suspicions than a faulty safety inspection.
Connection with him, I don't think he looks like me.
And you say it's Sean Fade.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
Okay, let's
But you
find
know
out. Sean, you took a DNA test before the show, and the DNA results are that you are not the father. My life, I told you. I would suppose this other guy that you put on the birth certificate,
You did.
he is the dad. Well, he happens to be here. Let's bring him out. Either way, do you feel like you want to be the father, you don't want to be the father?
I do not.
You don't want to be the father.
No, I do.
Well, obviously, for some reason, you guys
That's
don't like
because you ain't did nothing. They ain't gonna never do nothing. So
then you are not the father.
Next up in the courtroom drama, a mom's seemingly flawless Pinterest-worthy life takes the spotlight as she pushes for changes to the custody arrangement. The mechanic confesses to making adult films, but insists he's not earning any money from it. Meanwhile, the mom doesn't have a job at all. This situation is more common than you might think. One parent uncovers hidden sources of income, while the other depends on support payments. Shabakaka Yusuf Tara Harami. From DVDs to probing questions about proof of income, mom's push for increased support takes an unexpected twist. In family court, when parents try to expose hidden income, their own financial decisions often end up under intense scrutiny. Shabakaka Yusuf Tara Harami. The judge's sharp questions about mom's unemployment and living situation expose a familiar trend. While one parent calls for full transparency, their own lifestyle choices start to raise concerns.